G'day everyone, it's Warren from NQ Explorers with another outdoor gear review video. The equipment you're about to see me test and review in the bush today has been sent to me free of charge for this review video. If you have a look at our playlist on our channel, we now have a gear review playlist where you can look at all the gear reviews we do on the channel. We are primarily a metal detecting, rally hunting and adventure channel, but we also do reviews on outdoor equipment that we actually use in the bush on our adventures. Thanks for watching. So today we'll be reviewing the WildGuarder 3D helmet mount night vision binocular system. Now, what use would I have for a helmet mount night vision binocular, you ask? Well, I don't have a use for a helmet mount system. I don't have a helmet. I'm not a tactical operator. But it does come with the helmet mount, but it also comes with a head harness so that you can actually wear them over a cap or at night in the bush. So they do have an application for camping, fishing, hunting, that kind of thing. They're lightweight, they're easy to use and they're easy to pack away. They come in a great little hard case. Very useful bit of kit to add to your outdoor adventure gear, I reckon. Okay, what's in the box? Got this sturdy case with a nice carry handle. 2 zips. I mean, this case is great for just throwing in the drawer in the back of your 4-wheel drive. Okay, there's the compartments. We've got the upper mesh compartment. What we've got here is a 3-way adapter. We've got USB-C, USB-A and a lightning port. And we've got a cleaning cloth. Now, what have we got here? We've got user manuals. Okay, so that's the main user manual, obviously, for the binoculars. Okay, so it looks to be half English, and at the halfway point we've got the Chinese version, which is fine. There's lots of notes there to read, lots of information on the unit. Okay, so this is the user manual for the helmet mount adapter. Now, I'm not going to be using this. This is more for your tactical operators, not civilian users like I'm going to put it to. But that's just the user manual for that little adapter, which I won't be using. We've got a nice padded carry strap, and that's your helmet mount. That is metal and hard plastic, and we've got some nice knurled metal adjusters there, so that looks fairly robust. Okay, on the other side we've got the actual strap mounts for the helmet. We can just head mount it over your head, I guess. We'll investigate that further. I'm not really familiar with that yet. And we've got a USB-A to USB-C charging cable. And obviously these are the binoculars. As you can see, they've got a nice little setup here with the moulding for the binoculars so they don't get moved around and damaged. Obviously they're electronic, so you need a little bit of care here. And here they are. Okay, look, I like them already. Much smaller than the Owler. We have got the hard plastic, but this really nice rubberized surface though. Quality build. Okay, what have we got here? Okay, on this side we've got the USB-C charge port, and another nice touch, it's got a micro SD card installed. Comes with a micro SD card. Okay, obviously you've got your eyepieces here with the adjustable settings on both sides. On the front, that's your infrared lens and your optic lens, and that'll be your optic focus. And the buttons are your infrared intensity. That one's on and off. That's infrared intensity down. Internal menus, which will come up on the screen when we activate the unit. Your mode, whether that's video or just still photo. And the shot button is your shutter button, basically your camera shutter button. This is the obviously mount point for the helmet mount. Once again, I won't be using that, but that's all very good. We've got a little port here for mounting. That must have something to do with the helmet mount. And we've got a loop for the neck lanyard. Okay, look, that is quite lightweight. I like the fact it's got a built-in lithium-ion battery. It's a 2400 milliamp hour battery. What a compact little unit to put in your backpack. Hiking, anywhere you're going, there's just virtually no weight to them. I'll subtitle the weight in grams, but I really like them. I haven't turned them on yet, so what I'll do now is I'll charge them up via that USB-C port, and we'll have a look at them in detail. So let's do now what we do in the field to charge these binoculars. We carry these portable power banks around with us all the time for our metal detectors and all our camera gear. We'll charge these binoculars off the portable power bank, and then we'll have a look at them in the field. As you can see, the binoculars are now charging, a little red light LED indicating that they're taking power into that onboard 2400 milliamp hour battery. So once it's all fully charged, we'll go out in the field and have a look at all the features of these binoculars by both day and night. Okay, let's now have a detailed look at these WildGuarder 3D Night Vision. From rear to front, we've got the large rubber eyepieces. We've got individually adjustable left and right eye focus to adjust to your vision requirements. Now, they're not ideal if you've got to wear reading glasses. You won't be able to get right in there with your reading glasses, and these personally aren't adjustable enough to compensate for the need for reading glasses for me. But that's okay, I can still see quite well into the screen with glasses. So I don't really have a need for this eye adjustment, but that is a fine adjustment for your left and right eyes because everyone's got different left and right vision. You can shoot video from HD up to 4K, so that's all adjustable on the menu. It's got a 1¼ inch LCD screen, and it's got 7 levels of brightness that you can adjust that screen to. Now the infrared lens, which is this one here, that's the optical lens, has a 3-watt spotlight for your night vision requirements. And in full blackness, you get a range of 200 to 250 meters with that infrared spotlight. Now in night vision, you can go to an enhanced mode where you double the brightness by short pressing the power button when you're in night vision mode. And of course, overall, it's got 3 modes. You've got your photo mode for still shots up to 36 megapixels, and you've got a video mode up to 4K, and you've got a playback mode so you can watch what you just recorded. The sensitivity at night has 3 settings: low, medium and high, and it all comes in this compact little 360 gram unit. I'm very impressed with these. They're actually really well built. I love this rubberized feel on here. That feels really good and natural in your hands. The buttons are intuitive. That's your shutter button, scroll through the modes, and menu if you need to get into the menu, and infrared plus or minus when you're in infrared mode, or zoom digitally when you're in photo or video mode. On the top here we've got this little slot for the helmet mount system, which we'll get into in a little bit later. It also comes with a harness so you can just strap to your cap, which is nice, and of course you've got your lanyard loop there. And on this side you've got this nice little rubberized dustproof cover for your USB-C input for charge. And the nice touch, like I mentioned earlier, is it actually gets a micro SD card with the unit. Now when you're charging via that USB-C, you get a little red LED there, as you saw earlier. When the LED is out, then they're fully charged. You've got a bit of adjustability here for your width of your eyes. All in all, it's a nicely packaged little unit. As you can see, that's in the palm of my hand. It's a beautifully compact little unit for storing in the back of your 4-wheel drive, in your backpack or your caravan, that kind of thing. It is a really useful little unit. Big plus for me is the built-in battery. You're not fiddling with the AA batteries like in the Owler ones that I reviewed in an earlier video. But what we'll do now is we'll look at the detailed controls and see what they do in controlling this little 3D night vision unit. So the individual controls: on-off button, nice rubberized button there. 3-second press turns the unit on and they boot up. These up and down arrows are your digital zoom buttons for when you're viewing an item through the viewfinder. And if you're in infrared mode, short press on the buttons runs you through the 7 levels of brightness in night vision. and long press and you'll get your zoom function at night in infrared. So they've got a dual feature really. Menu button brings you to the menu on the internal screen. That allows you to adjust things like setting the clock, adjusting the quality of your video capture or your photo capture, and various other functions that you would normally only set up once before you use the unit, unless you go into a different environment where you need to adjust some of those settings. But personally, I'd be capturing in 4K video all the time for the best resolution, and your photos go right up to 36 megapixels, high-res photography. Mode button just toggles you between video, photo or playback on your 1.4-inch internal screen, and your shot button is self-explanatory. That's the basically the shutter button for the camera system to shoot video or shoot photos. Okay, this is pretty neat. This is the heart of the helmet mount system. Okay, this is a helmet mount for a tactical helmet. As you can see, it's got a this is the mount for the helmet side. This is all magnetic. You got this little ratchet adjustment, and the binoculars go on there. This fits in here like this, and then you just fit this knurled alloy screw in there to tighten it, to adjust it to the distance from your head, and then you can flip them up out of use. Now, I'm not going to use that. I'm not a technical operator, but what I will use is this, what I would call a civilian system. It's basically a similar to a GoPro sort of head mount, I guess. So you can put that over your cap. Really nice faux leather and hard plastic. You've got the same flip-up system. So how this works is you've got your binoculars here. Run the mount through. Now we've got this little knurled screw. Okay, now they're adjusted to your distance that you want from your eyes. And then when they're out of use, this is the hands-free system here. If you're walking around the bush like this, you can flip them up and they stay in place up there, out of the way. When you need them again, flip them down. What's going on out there in night vision. So that's a great little system. All comes with the binoculars in the hard case. All fits in the hard case. Very strong magnet there. That's very durable. This is a nice, well-made system here. I like that. That's very durable looking. So I reckon that's a winner. That's what I'd be using them. This format I'd be using them in around the camp at night, looking at wildlife or seeing what's going on around the camp from a security aspect. So that is a really neat little setup, that. Okay, here they are in the hands-free mode. I've got them mounted on the civilian style strap on my cap. 360 grams. You can feel the weight, but it's quite okay actually. It's well balanced because of the way the strap distributes the weight. So as you can see, they're locked with that magnet out of the way. Now if I want to go hands-free, drop them down, turn them on. Now I can just manipulate the buttons to record what I'm viewing, day or night. Now when you're not using them, out of the way. Great bit of hands-free kit for around the camp. Okay, that's all the main features of this little unit. Let's jump in the Land Rover now. We'll head out bush and we'll record some 4K video and audio with this unit. Okay, we're out in the field with the new Night Vision Binoculars. We'll do some daytime recording with audio right now. We'll have a bit of a look around here. We'll look at those mountains in the background and zoom in for some clearer pics. Then we'll come back later at night and see if we can pick up some wildlife or some cattle or something in the paddocks here and see what it looks like in pitch blackness. So let's have a look around here now with the 3D Night Vision Binoculars. So now I'm viewing this mountain in the distance. This is the actual audio from the system. While I'm recording this in 4K. Here, watch me bring this mountain in and out of focus. And then we've got the foreground items here. I'm zoomed in quite hard here. Yeah, that's great. I haven't reviewed this on the computer yet. I'm about to do that now. It'll be interesting to see what this looks like in 4K. I want to get it back on the big screen. Yeah, but that's awesome. I like that. I can clearly see the details on the side of that mountain. So this is the same scene recorded on a GoPro 9 Black in 4K. Now these binoculars do not have a tripod mount, but in all reality you don't need it. They're too small and too light for that kind of application, I would think. The Owler one was larger and heavier, and the way I would use that is either in a fixed situation with a tripod or just handheld. Now these, they're so lightweight, they're not really designed to be tripod mounted. They're designed to be head or helmet mounted or just handheld like this. So there's no tripod mount underneath. It's just handheld, or as I demonstrated earlier, helmet mounted or cap mounted on the head for hands-free operation. Okay, it's dark now. We're running a bit of night vision here. This is recording in high-res night vision. As you can see, I've got it focused down in the mid-range there, and it just lights it up like daylight. That tree's very close. Now I'll just look at this. This tree here's a good focus point. You can see there's a few bugs flying around. It's a warm summer evening here in Australia. Right down that tree line, I'm just seeing if there's any wildlife out yet. Oh, here we go, look. As you can see, you get saturation close with that infrared when you get close objects, but I'm not focused on those close objects. That is daylight clarity. That tree line's probably around 200 metres down range. There's a big creek in there. So this is the kind of quality night vision you get from this unit. There's usually a couple of wallabies in this paddock. Not here tonight yet. Might be a bit boggy down in there. But look at that quality of vision with that infrared lamp. Like that there seems to be around that tree's just at a beautifully focused at the ideal distance. Okay, what we've got here in the distance, we've got some maybe a couple of little wallabies emerge from that creek line. Okay, I'm in a different spot now. Absolute pitch darkness in the forest here on a quiet little country road. As you can see, it saturates that infrared when you get up close, but I'm focused in that about 100 metres. Now I cannot see this road with the naked eye. That's the vision of the road heading into the forest. If I drop these binoculars down, I cannot see a thing. That's brilliant nighttime clarity there. Yep. You're not going to miss a thing out in this darkness with these binoculars. Okay, likes and dislikes. Now, when WildGuarder offered me these binoculars to review, I wasn't terribly keen on doing it in the first place because I'd just done the Owlers, which were great units, but these were being marketed as helmet mounts. So I thought, oh well, I'm not really a tactical operator, I don't need a helmet mount night vision system. But then they explained that they do have obvious civilian applications, and they have the civilian mounting system for hands-free use. I really love this unit. The big plus is the built-in battery system. Batteries last for ages. You've got a brilliant high-resolution screen. You get fantastic day and night vision out of them, and you can record what you're doing and what you're saying. Easy to charge them through the USB-C. The controls are very intuitive. They're so easy to use. Like, there's only 6 buttons, and you can feel them. They're quite prominent. They're easy to use without actually looking at what you're doing. You're not always referring to what you're pressing, and you get to know where the buttons are very quickly. The hands-free system is great. That works really well, and at only 300 grams, that's quite doable. Their build quality is great. I mean, the durability over a period of time, I don't know, but I mean, I'm not going to knock them around too much, and they come in that really nice hard case. So they're easily stowed, they're compact, and there's no reason you can't take them everywhere you go on your adventures. The only downside to me, and it's nothing to do with the binoculars, is because I wear reading glasses, I can't take advantage of this eye adjustment system. I've still got to use my glasses to look through and see the screen, and you do have this moulded rubber system, which does get in the way a little bit, but I have no trouble reading the screen and seeing what I'm looking at. And anyway, I'm recording it. I'm going to watch it later in high resolution on my computer. So that's not really a downside. A lens cap would have been nice on the optical side, but once again, if you're going to carry them round, especially if you're going on a big hike or something in a backpack, you're going to need to put them in the hard case, which isn't much bigger than that anyway, but it'll be less compact than that. And it has got a little carry handle and that sort of thing. It's got a neck strap. I haven't been using the neck strap, and that's a nice little touch. I don't think there's anything I dislike about them really. They're lightweight, easy to use, built-in battery. You get fantastic quality 4K day and night vision in absolute pitch darkness. They're brilliant. So I reckon these are a bit of kit I am going to use all the time. I'm going to keep them in the Land Rover on all my adventures, whether I'm camping or I'm out detecting or what I'm doing. These are great for all sorts of applications, wildlife spotting, scoping out anything in the distance that you might want to check out. Personally, for me, that'd be like an old ruin or something that I might want to go and get permission to metal detect. And of course, at night, if your camp's remote, camp security. What's that bump in the night? Whip out the night vision binoculars, and you can see what's going on around you in absolute pitch darkness. They boot up very quickly, quicker than the Owlers. So you have no trouble whipping them up, getting them started, and record what's going on around you. So that's the WildGuarder 3D helmet mount night vision system. It's a winner. Thanks for watching.